Welcome back to my series on how to work with lower stress, especially when working remotely. The source material, again, is coming mostly from these two books. There will be links in the description below to Amazon affiliate links to each of these. So if you purchase either of these books through the links below, I get a small commission, which really helps out the channel and helps support what I do here. So this is the fourth installment, and just as a quick review, the first three were to separate in from to do, to periodically sort your inboxes, that's that in, and then have a single to-do list with only your items on it. So if you haven't seen those, there will be links below to a playlist of all of these, so go check them out, and then we'll get on to number 4, which is to expect people sending things in to make it clear what needs to be done and why it's coming to you. One of the things that I found a lot that leads to kind of lost productivity and maybe some questions, additional meetings to clarify things, which we all know kind of breaks up productivity, is that there's no clear direction when something is put into someone else's inbox. There's no clear action item associated with it. Realistically, productivity is made up of a bunch of action items intended to produce some outcome. So if we don't know what those action items are, how can we actually achieve that outcome, or how can we get even closer to it? So this is really important, and this applies both to physical inboxes and email inboxes. If it's not clear from what comes in, you have a couple different options. The first option is you could respond and ask what the action is, and kind of put the burden back on the other person. You've dealt with it. It's no longer in your inbox. You've either during sort time you've decided it takes less than 30 seconds to just ask what needs to be done here. That's one option. Option number 2 is you could just ignore it. If it's not clear what the action item is, then maybe there is no action item. And obviously the second option, ignoring it, is kind of it might be seen as kind of a jerk move. So identify the situation and play it wisely. Don't just say, I don't have to do anything about this because Brian said. No, Brian didn't say anything about that particular action item or that particular item that's coming in. He just gave kind of a general strategy for how to potentially deal with these unclear things. Realistically, the best way to approach it is to be upfront about how you're processing these things, and ask as a favor from other people that when they send you things, please make it clear what the next step is. Why this is coming to me, if it's not part of an existing process that where the context makes it clear, that sort of thing. And the kind of the reverse is true as well. So when you're sending things out, make sure it's clear what you expect of the other person. Don't just send an email that says, hey, I did this thing, let me know what you think. Well, actually, let me know what you think is better than just, hey, I finished the thing. Hey, I finished the thing is kind of unclear. Is it you're done and now it's for reference, or you're done and you think you're done with the draft and you want it to go to review, something like that. Make the action item clear. Hey, I finished the draft. Can you spend 10 minutes looking this over and making sure I've hit all the major points? Clear, concise. There's no ambiguity of what you expect the other person to do, and the other person can say, yes, I can spend 10 minutes. I'll do that, next Thursday, or whatever. So it's a little more clear when things are going to happen, whose to-do list it's ending up on, and there's an agreement between everybody that it is on that to-do list. So communication is good, productivity is good. You don't have to be stressed out about things, especially if you trust the other person, which you should. If you're working together with someone, you should definitely trust each other and have each other's backs. But yeah, so that's the strategy for today, is clearly communicate in both directions what the next action item is on things that are coming in. If you like this video and maybe even other videos in the series, again, playlist below, check that out. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends and colleagues. As I mentioned in the other videos, this might be helpful to kind of explain to, if you decide to adopt some of these practices, to explain to your friends and colleagues why you might be processing their emails in a specific way or on a specific schedule or something like that. So please share these videos with friends and colleagues. If you want to support the channel even more, there's some information below on how you can do that. And stay tuned for the next few installments in this series and my other videos as well. Thanks for watching.